Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to check out the rocks, see if they are ready. We're a day early, it's only been 6 days, and today I have my son Liam helping us out. He'll be assisting us today.
Yep.
We're going to take a look at what the rocks look like after 6 days. If they look good, then we'll burnish them and we'll call this a batch. If they don't, then I'm going to have to put them back in. So we'll see how they look. Alright. And it figures the washer will decide to drain right while we're doing the video. Okay, so there's that. Rinse that off. Once again, we don't want this going down the drain because it would stop up my drain and that would just ruin my summer. Let's take a look at a couple of these rocks.
Yeah, let's take a look at them.
Looks like I need more water to rinse off with. Okay. Alrighty. I think they look pretty good. This looks like it's going to be done. Let me get a nice close-up for it. Okay, they're nice and shiny. Let's go ahead and just clean off the whole batch and we'll go from there. Alright, I decided to move outside to clean these off. It is a little bit easier with the hose than trying to do it with the sink. Here is our batch. This is always my favorite part. They all look one color right now, but when you hit them with the hose and all the color comes out, there we go. That's our rocks. After a month and a half of tumbling. So we're going to mix it up a little bit. Make sure I get them all cleaned off. I think that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to move back inside and talk about a final burnish. Okay, we're back inside. Here are the pretty much final results. Just as a heads up, I dried off one of the rocks. Some of them are still wet. You can't tell which one I dried off and which one I didn't. That's the whole point to what we've done. The one I dried off is this one. One that I mentioned earlier is one of my favorite. I love the color on it. I think it came out very nicely. Now, in terms of a final burnish, here's the deal. Sometimes after the final step, it might be a little bit of cloud. There might be a little bit of, just they don't look quite as shiny as you want. So a test you can do is you take a towel or soft cloth, t-shirt, something like that, and you rub it really good. Okay, and if it looks better after you've done that, then you might want to do a final burnish, which is what we did earlier, where you put them back in the barrel and you add some ivory soap. But very important, the ivory soap can't have any kind of chemicals in it. It's just plain soap. So no perfumes, no moisturizers, no anything like that. To be honest, I don't think we need to do a burnish, so I'm not going to do a burnish on this batch. The rocks, flint tends to come out pretty well, so far I'm pretty happy with the results. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reset the camera up. I'm going to get a different lens so we can get some nice close-ups on some of the rocks. I'm going to let Liam hold the rocks up while I make sure the focus is good. So from here out, you just get a better look at some of the rocks. If you get into tumbling, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you've enjoyed this video series. And I guess I'll wrap it up after we look at the rocks. Okay, we're back. These are the rocks we got. Liam's going to pick out his favorites. I don't know if we'll go through all of them, but we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to be doing the focusing. This is Liam's first choice. Remember, these rocks are pretty much dry now. So this is what they look like compared to having started out. Let me see real quick. See if they started out looking more like this. But basically now we've got them all nice and shiny after a little over a month of tumbling. So Liam, pick another one.
Okay. I picked this one.
There we go. That's a nice looking one.
Yeah.
All right, just keep them coming. Just pick another one, move that one, put another one down.
I think this one, because it's like, it like reminds me of something. One of the other rocks, I think.
Okay, keep going, keep going. There you go. All right, I kind of like that one too.
Me too.
Go ahead, pick some more.
This one's
That's
big.
probably the big one. That's the one. Put a little bit more this way. That's the one that was the biggest one. It's got some imperfections on it. It's like a little crack right there. You can see it, but I mean, rocks aren't perfect. They're not going to come out perfect. And like we said before, go ahead and pick another one. If I decide, I could put that back in on step one again. This way a little bit. So there we go. Keep them coming, bub.
My rocks look like nice, but I'm not sure. But I think all of them look nice and nothing's wrong with any of them.
Yeah, Liam's favorite part when we tumble rocks is that basically he just decides which ones are his. So I don't get to keep all of them.
Yeah, I don't get he doesn't
Okay.
get to keep all of them. I get some.
That one looks like it's got a little bit of a... Well, it looks like a crack there, but that's perfectly smooth. It's just the color of the rock. Yeah, keep going.
This one looks a little bit different from these ones, but
More this way. There we go.
a little bit similar for some reason.
Perfect. Nice. Yeah, I really like how well flint comes out when you tumble it.
Yeah, my next favorite is going to be this one.
There we go. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
It's tough to find a way to focus in on all these rocks and get a good look at them. I can tell you that the camera doesn't do them justice. You can see how shiny they are now. Remember, like I said, they're not wet anymore. They're pretty much dry now.
Okay. And that one.
There you go. I kind of like that one too.
I know my next one. This one.
This one's kind of interesting. I like all the different little color variations on it.
I think that one's going to be mine.
Here's another one that's kind of different. Let's
Yep.
turn that one so you can see the other side of it. There you go.
And this one.
That one was my favorite. That's the one that I really like. And that's another thing with rocks. That might be my favorite, but not your favorite or Liam's favorite, or everybody's gonna have different ideas.
I like all of them.
This batch overall did come out pretty well.
Yeah.
Most of them look pretty shiny. I've misplaced the rock that I pulled out, so I can't show you. I can show you the difference between a pre-stage one. Let's put another one out. That one's done. This is more what they look like before. This rock is smooth, but it's not shiny. You can kind of see the difference.
And
It's-
there's like
It's
more,
pretty smooth to touch it, but it's not polished.
There's more over there. Like there's more of them that's like it over there.
There we go. This flint has a lot of different color variations and shape variations and stuff like that. And overall, I think it's a very good rock for tumbling.
This one because it has a lot of gray and stuff. I think. I can't tell.
Here we go.
This one looks like it kind of looks like the pink one that I got from the last batch that we did.
Yeah, that one has a little crack in it. It's, once again, I could throw it in on step one again, or I can just leave it like it is.
Yeah.
Start going out. There you go. Keep coming. Okay, there's another one. Keep going.
This one's huge, and I kind of like it because of the white and the. I don't even know. I can't even tell what color that is.
Grayish green.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. Ooh, this one has a lot of color. That's easier. This one further. I think it would. This one has like gold on it, and I like that. yellow, whatever you want to call it. This one, because, you know why? Because this looks like it's, I think this is brown. I can't tell because it might be gold like this. And this one's, that one looks cool. It has red over here and stuff. I don't know what the other side was like.
Camera's taking a little while to focus. There we go.
And this one's like, it's so nice to look at, and it's smooth. Wow, I like that one. Not my favorite though, one of my favorites. This one's actually like the littlest one I've seen in the batch. Ooh, this one's cool. This is the golden that I saw like that. And wow, this is just like a cool rock. Like, it has a lot of gold on it. And this one, the same. This one's the same.
Here, let's get another look at that one. We had it in and out of there pretty quick. It's one of the bigger ones.
Yeah. One of the big ones. Like Wonderland. And this one is gray. There's a little bit of different color. Oh, you can see that crack. This one looks like a crack, but it's not actually one.
Can't feel it?
Yeah, that's definitely not a crack. This one is though, 'cause I can feel it.
Alright, let's get the last couple in there.
And this one's like one of the ones I've seen
All right.
before, but I still like it.
Sit here. We went too quick on that. Let's take. That's probably the darkest one.
Yeah, and I've seen one of those. We have one of those upstairs, right, Dad?
Yeah, we've got some other ones that are similar to this. We got a lot of flint.
Yeah, we have so much flint because we went to that place that has a lot of flint. And I forget what it's called. Well, there's a crack there. I didn't notice that.
That one's got some really neat color in it.
Yeah, I like that one. This one, I don't have anything to say.
Move it over
but
by
I
the
like
dot.
colors.
Yeah, it's-
It's like, I can't tell. I know I could tell, but I have nothing to say about that one because it's like we got this last one. It looks almost the same, but it's not. It is.
Put it back by the dot.
Again.
There we go.
That was like, it's like the same as the color that we've seen on that one, but it's on all the rock.
All right. I hope especially if you've watched all the videos in this series, that you've enjoyed it and that you may have learned something, or if I've helped you out a little bit. If you're someone who's done a lot of rock tumbling, please give me a comment. Tell me, am I doing this right? Like I said at the beginning, I'm not claiming to be an expert, but you know, this would be pretty good results, I think. So I don't think I'm doing anything too awful wrong. If you go out and buy a tumbler, I hope you get good luck. And Liam has one last message.
Bye!
All right, take care.